Alright, hello guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be going over our official December of 2021 forecast. Now, before we get into the video, be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather-related content. For today's comment of the day, I want to know, how do you think this December is going to go? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be picking one of those for tomorrow's video. Now, I've been secretly working on a project for maybe about 3 to 6 months, maybe since the summertime. I've been working on this project, and it has to do with direct weather, obviously. But what you're seeing on screen here is a direct weather region. This is the Mid-Atlantic region. I have launched 8 new Facebook pages, one for each region: Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Southeast, South Central, Ohio Valley and Great Lakes, Upper Midwest, and then also the Northwest and the Southwest. Have you ever felt like your region doesn't get enough attention from me? That's because I'm one human being, and there is a lot of regions here in the United States, and I don't make 30-minute videos. So I decided that this would be a really good idea because I've seen so many people wanting more information specifically for their region. So I am going to be launching each of these pages, and you might be wondering, well, how are you going to run 8 Facebook pages? Well, I'm not, by myself at least. I am going to help with all of these and be a part of it, but I am going to be bringing on 3 or more members for each page to help me run them. People that are dedicated to weather, people who understand weather, and people who are passionate about putting information out there. Now, a couple of days ago on our Facebook group, Weather Freaks, I pinned a post where people could sign up by voting on the different regions in a Facebook poll. And you can see that on screen now that there's one for each region there. I'm going to invite you guys because I feel like it's not fair for me to launch this without giving everybody an opportunity that wants to be a part of it to be a part of it. To go on our pinned comment down below on this video and join our Facebook group if you haven't already. We will be accepting all invites for the next 2 days because I want everybody to be able to be a part of this. Go to the pinned post on our Facebook page, the one you see here, and vote if you are interested in being a member and posting about the weather, and I will personally reach out to you. I am so excited for this project, and I hope you guys are as well. There's going to be multiple posts a day, hopefully, per page on the weather for every single region. So I think this is going to help us to get more data out there just for different folks in different regions. So you're looking at the Mid-Atlantic region here. Here's the Northeast region, so you can see a different region as well. Also notice the logo there on the top left isn't DW, it's NE for Northeast. Really cool. And then we also have one for the Northwest here that you can see. But again, there's 8 different ones. You can go check it out. Anyway, let's get into this video. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but I am very excited about that project, and I hope you guys are as well. I've been itching to announce it. Let me put it that way. Our precipitation forecast, starting out in the Southwest. More dry than normal for California, Nevada there, and then also Arizona. The models and my analogs have really just pointed towards this being the case for December, and also our winter forecast has looked that way the whole time anyway. We do have another region of below normal precipitation as well for Texas, Oklahoma, and you take that eastward all the way through the Gulf states into the southeastern United States, even extending up into Virginia, my region. Not too happy about that, but you know what? You can't wish cast. I don't forecast what I want to happen. I forecast what I think will happen, and unfortunately, I think I will be disappointed. So dry conditions for these regions. Honestly, in a La Nina, there's not as many southern sliders or nor'easters developing in this region, so it's very typical to have more dry than normal conditions for this region. This has been in our winter forecast. This is now in our December forecast as well. Now, we do have a moderate shade of this as well for Texas and a lot of the Gulf Coast in the south and east coast, because these areas average getting a little bit more precipitation, and I think they're going to get, still very little amount of precipitation over the course of the month of December. Now, for the Northwest, we do have above normal precipitation, and this is no surprise because, again, this is included in our winter forecast. I wanted to mention that I have never been this confident in a monthly forecast in my entire history of direct weather, actually. You will see that on the confidence tab at the end of the video, but my analogs that I went over, which is every single second year La Nina December. That's what I did in recorded history, and it looks identical to what the long range models were calling for. So really good agreement there. I made a Patreon post this morning, by the way. You could check that out in the pinned comment or the description if you are interested in joining. I did make a pretty in-depth post about what went into making this forecast. If you are curious about that, but again, I've never felt this confident. Above normal precipitation for the Northwest. And then also for the upper Midwest, the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast. And look, guys, I've been talking about for about a week now how there's going to be frequent storms moving through this region, specifically snowstorms. And that looks to be the case through the earlier portion of December. And I think it's going to be overwhelming enough to where it will lead towards above normal precipitation overall on the month. We do have a second shade of this as well, which is where we're a little bit more confident. This is the region where all of those storms just, one after the other move through this region. So I'm fairly confident that there's a really good chance they will have above normal precipitation for this region. Let's go over our temperature forecast. And look, this is going to be really simple and very disappointing as well for a lot of you, including myself. I'll let you know. But again, our analogs and the model guidance was strongly suggesting a classic La Nina pattern, which is cold to the north, especially the Northwest here. And you can see that extends through the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and northern Northeast. So basically for upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. But anywhere south of that, no below normal temperatures. It just does not pour in. It's not releasing from the Arctic regions. It's still charged up there. And that really results in above normal temperatures for a majority here of the United States, but more specifically the south central and the southeastern United States, especially here, as you can see. Now, we do have a moderate shade of this as well because models were overbearing with these warm temperatures. Texas, Oklahoma, and you take that eastward towards the Carolinas, that is where we especially think there will be pretty persistent above normal temperatures. Now, for our overall forecast, our very exciting overall forecast, here we go. We're starting in the Northwest, cool and stormy. You saw the below normal temperatures forecasted. You saw the above normal precipitation. It will likely be cool and stormy. More snow for the Rockies as we're expecting near normal temperatures with above normal precipitation, so there should be more snow than what is typical. It is going to be very dry in the Southwest, limited precipitation to say the least. South Central, warmer. You just saw that on the temperature forecast. Warmer than normal for this region. Now, for the north central United States, there could be some Arctic blasts, especially ones that don't really make it too far south. One specifically for North Dakota, Montana, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, things like that. But I think at times there will be some Arctic blasts that really pour into this purple region, and that's not too infrequent. That might happen a couple of times, but in between there could be some warm-ups as well, and that's going to bring us to very, limited cooler than normal conditions overall on the month. Now, warm and dry for the Southwest, it's not looking good, the Southeast better yet, and it's not looking good for the Southeast. I live in this region, so I'm in there with you guys. Now, to our north in the Mid-Atlantic and areas of the southern Ohio Valley there, like Kentucky, Missouri, I guess it's not really the Ohio Valley, but most of this region is the Ohio Valley. We see Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia as well in there, and then a lot of the Mid-Atlantic. I think some snow could be possible this month. There's been a lot of close calls, a lot of storms going just to your north, and I think if we get a really good setup, there could be, since there's frequent storms already, I think the chance of snow actually is pretty decent, or I would even say above normal for a December month for this region, so we're going to be watching closely for that, but of course, no guarantee for that region because they are in the above normal temperature region and not specifically, I don't think there's going to be, frequent snowstorms or anything like that, but I just think there is a good chance. Now, up to the northeast and a lot of the Great Lakes regions, we see cold and snowy, especially cold to the north, but I think overall a lot of these regions could see some pretty frequent snowfall, and I'm especially confident in that earlier in the month because we know there's going to be frequent storms, but later on, there is a bit of a question mark with that, but I'm sure there's a good chance of that continuing. For our confidence tab, like I said, we're breaking a record here. I've never gone above a 4 on a monthly forecast, but I decided today that I'm so confident based on my analogs and my models that I wanted to up to a 5 out of 6. I feel really confident in this forecast, actually. And I think once we're looking back, it'll look quite similar. For today's comment of the day, we do expect possibly a pretty major snowstorm up there for the Northeast, the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, and the upper Midwest to be possible. I asked you guys how much do you think would be the maximum if this was to occur, and Ethan Gillespie said, I think the max amount of snow is around 18 inches up in Maine somewhere, and it's always up in Maine when it's a storm track like this, and it always is above a foot. They always get buried, whereas everybody else doesn't necessarily get buried. For today's Patron Highlight of the day, I want to thank you all for supporting the channel, but especially our Platinum patrons, Bill Crates, James Wade, Dovin Nagel, Larry the Pan, Mandy Birchfield, and Patrick Strickland as well. I would also thank our Diamond patrons, Bill Roberts, Marcus Connolly, Noah Harley, Michael Kudalesa, Catbite, Charles Stint, Cindy Klein, Alan Goodmaven, Bill Dallas, Gary, John Clancy, Dwight Phelan, Stephen Cornetto, and Thomas D. Barr as well. Again, if you want to join this Patreon page, you can do so by clicking the button in our pinned comment or in the description down below and gain access to that post where we posted about what went into this actual forecast. I think it was really cool. So if you are interested in checking that out, be sure to go to the description or the pinned comment and check it out. For today's channel member highlight of the day, I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel as well. Especially our weather top dogs here, Catbite, Steven Fan, and Jeremy Cox. Also, this one will be located next to the subscribe button down below as well, by the way, where you can join today. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather-related content. I'll see you guys in the next video.